12 red flags on the inspection report during the purchase process of any transaction in real estate. Foundation draining issue. This goes back to foundation again. So if you have any kind of drainage that is not sumping out or not flowing away from your property, and you have a slab or brick and mortar or even a cinder block foundation, you're going to find issues with that, and it's going to cause foundational problems, because what it does is it erodes the grout and the adhering compound between the two stones, and it causes it to weaken and separate, and now you have a foundation issue where you're starting to get walls sinking down and cracks between your drywall. And a good rule of thumb is if you have a crack that is larger than a nickel, you need to get it checked out.
Larger than a nickel in width or
in width?
In length.
In width.
So if you can put a nickel in the crack,
correct,
you better get serious about it. Yeah. I think that's good. I think that's good advice.
At least have someone come and check it and take a look at it and see if it's, because in newer houses, they tend to settle and things like that. So you can find some of those issues and they're just the house settling, or it's the house falling apart underneath you because there's a sinkhole, or you have some sort of structural issue, construction issue, things like that.
Do you think, Devin, it's possible for our viewers out there, is it possible you could be buying a brand new home just constructed and there could be a foundation issue?
Absolutely. Any kind of issue that you can find with an aged home at 80 years, maybe not asbestos, but any kind of issue that you find with any other average home, you can find with a new construction home as well. Because remember, they're all built in very similar fashion. So the good thing about new construction homes, though, is they do typically, especially here in the Las Vegas Valley, come with a 10-year warranty for construction. So maybe not the drywall and things like that. If you put a hole in it, that's probably not going to be covered. But structural issues, major roofing issues, those can be covered by something like that.
You touched on something earlier, which is what caused me to ask that question. You said you go spend $30,000 to improve the foundation to bring it up to where it should
market
be,
condition,
right? And you get no intrinsic value out of that from a sales price. Well, think about builders. They're kind of thinking about it the same way. They know what buyers pay for is what they see. Mm-hmm. What they don't see is the foundation. So perhaps, we spend a little bit less here and we have a problem. But we're talking about drainage issues. Okay, so folks, if water's running off your roof and it isn't going into a gutter, down a downspout and pulling away from the home, you're going to have foundational leak issues. So first recommendation is keep your gutters clean, your roof gutters clean, your downspout, put that attachment on at the bottom that pulls it away from the home a few feet, put a splash rock underneath so no water that splashes goes under the home, and drain that water away from the home. It'll be one of your best $20 investments you'll ever make.
And it really doesn't take that long. And like you said, it is a pretty cheap investment. I'd much rather spend 20 than 30,000.
Yeah.